Welcome back, everyone. Today's video exposes a shocking police encounter that's already sparked outrage. One officer has been fired, charges have been filed, but the real question is, who was actually in the wrong? Watch closely, because what happens next changes everything.
Hiya folks, it's a Snaps When Auditor here. I'm coming to you for this location. So, I'm in Scotland guys, particularly sort of Glasgow, South Lanarkshire area, and Cambuslang Police Station. So Scotland has a national force, Police Scotland. It's not like broken up into, let's say, Merseyside Police, Greater Manchester Police, and it's one force, Police Scotland, and they sort of have different divisions based throughout sort of Scotland. So yeah, I'm here at Cambuslang Police Station. It doesn't have a front counter, ladies and gentlemen, but it does have a visitors car park, and I am visiting, so I'm going to have a look around. So we'll see how we get on. If you enjoy my videos guys, please like it, feel free to share it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, I really appreciate it, and we'll certainly see if we're getting a laughs out of this lot today. There is people inside. I have sort of scouted around the building, they've got lights on and stuff like that, so we'll wait and see if we see anyone, and then how they react. But I don't even know if this is operational. Like, it's definitely not got a front counter, but I'm pretty sure this is still on the go. There's windows open and that, so yeah, we'll have a look around, we'll see what's what. But there's no police cars here, which is making me second guess whether or not it's actually in use. So, as I say, we'll have a scout about, and we'll see what's what and take it from there. But one thing you need to be aware of guys, there is significant changes in the law between Scotland and England. Obviously I've been down in England for quite some time, but there is quite significant changes in the law, differences in the law that you need to be aware of. In some respects, the public have more access rights in Scotland to certain elements of private land and whatnot, but when it comes to public buildings and things like that, it can be a bit of a grey area. They have a charge called criminal trespass, which is essentially...
This opening segment drops viewers straight into an unfolding field operation, and from the very first seconds, the atmosphere is thick with anticipation. The cameraman arrives outside a Scottish police facility, immediately establishing tone, context, and stakes. He announces his location with deliberate precision: Scotland, near Glasgow, at a quiet station that appears inactive. But what makes this intro powerful isn't the setting, it's the implication. He isn't just visiting, he's testing, observing, probing. As a third-party observer, what stands out instantly is his strategic narration. He explains legal differences between England and Scotland, specifically highlighting trespass laws. This is not casual commentary, it's groundwork. He's preparing the audience, psychologically, for a potential confrontation before it even happens. That technique builds suspense masterfully. Viewers now expect conflict, even though none has occurred yet. He scans the area slowly, noting details others would overlook. No police cars, open windows, lack of activity. Each observation adds tension. Is the station operational? Is someone inside watching him? Is he allowed to be there? The uncertainty becomes the hook. Then comes a key psychological shift. He references prior experiences with Scottish officers, hinting they can be next level. That single remark raises the stakes dramatically. Now the audience isn't just watching a man outside a building. They're watching someone knowingly step into what could become a volatile encounter. His tone alternates between calm analysis and provocative curiosity. That contrast is crucial. Calm keeps viewers grounded. Provocation keeps them hooked. He circles the property slowly, narrating everything, almost like a wildlife documentarian approaching a predator's territory. By the end of this segment, nothing explosive has happened yet, and that's exactly why it works. The tension hasn't peaked, it's building. The audience senses something is coming. The environment feels like the calm before a storm. From an analytical standpoint, this intro is perfectly structured. Context established, stakes explained, laws introduced, setting surveyed, conflict foreshadowed. It's a textbook suspense setup. The audience is now fully primed. waiting for the first spark. And that spark is about to arrive.
Actually, the similar charge to aggravated trespass in England, but there is a key difference with how what the threshold is for what's constituted criminal trespass. And yeah, it's essentially if I were in a job centre, for example, and they asked me to leave, if I refuse, then by default I could be committing criminal trespass. You don't really need to obstruct any of the sort of operations of the business. From what I've read, I could be wrong. I'm not, despite being Scottish, I'm not very well versed in the Scottish aspect of it. As I say, I've lived in England for quite some time. But yeah, let me certainly see how things pan out. I've always said the police of Scotland are a different breed entirely. People around London think they got a badge with the Met, and the police of Scotland are seriously, could be next level sometimes, just from my own personal experience and from what I've heard from other people. Like, they are a force to be reckoned with. So yeah. I can't hear you, mate.
Can I help you?
No, I'm okay,
This is
thanks.
the moment the atmosphere shifts from quiet observation to active interaction. The tension that was carefully planted in the intro begins to bloom as the cameraman finally encounters someone inside the station grounds. The exchange begins politely enough, almost deceptively so. A voice asks if he needs help. His response is calm, measured, even friendly. But beneath that surface politeness, something subtle is happening. As an outside analyst watching this unfold, you can see both sides assessing each other. The officer is gauging intent. The cameraman is gauging authority. Neither trusts the other yet. This is the classic psychological chess match that defines many police audit encounters. The auditor then introduces a clever tactic, humor mixed with provocation. He claims he wants to report that other stations have electric gates and this one doesn't. On the surface, it sounds absurd, almost playful, but strategically, it serves a purpose. He's testing reaction thresholds. Will the officer treat it as harmless or as suspicious? The officer provides a number, likely trying to redirect him away from the property. That response is subtle but telling. It suggests discomfort, not confrontation yet, but caution. The cameraman continues inspecting the gate, narrating every detail, almost exaggerating the importance of the mechanism. This isn't random curiosity, it's pressure. He's prolonging the interaction, forcing the situation to develop. What's fascinating here is the tone balance. There's no shouting, no aggression, yet the tension is undeniable. The entire exchange feels like a fuse slowly burning towards something bigger. From a suspense perspective, this segment is critical because it marks the transition from observation to engagement. The moment someone inside acknowledges him, the dynamic changes permanently. He is no longer invisible. He is now a presence. And once a presence is acknowledged inside a police facility, the possibility of escalation becomes real. The audience senses it, the officers sense it, and the cameraman definitely senses it. The stage is now set for confrontation.
That's going to help you. So, that's answering my question. It is operational. It's my first day up auditing in Scotland, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm very curious to know whether or not the other stations have electric gates. Who knows? Oh, come in the closet, not a problem. That's how it's done. Do none of the stations have like electric gates up here?
Sorry, I can't speak.
Pardon? It's a bit rude. She left the other gate open. One gate's open. Why would you close one and leave the other open? That's a bit strange. Very strange. Ah, there we go. Gate number 2, ladies and gentlemen. I know, waiting on the car. There we go. Got it now. A bit tight there. E021WHC. Looks like an electric one. Sorry, what did you say? I didn't hear you.
To the police.
Pardon?
Unless it's something you want to report to the police.
Report to the police.
If you want to report something to the police, then
Yeah.
we can help you.
I've got something to report.
What have you got to report?
That some of the other police stations I go to have electric gates, but this one doesn't.
Is it a criminal matter you wish to
It
report?
potentially could be.
Is it a criminal matter you want to report?
Maybe a criminal matter I want to prevent, maybe, like, because
Right.
electric gates are more secure.
If you want to phone something to the police, phone 101.
101, right, thank you for that. I'm sure I'll remember that number. Oh my days, like, not even closed the gate properly. Jeez, wouldn't take an expert bank safe tracker to beat that little conundrum. Very strange individuals in Police Scotland, ladies and gentlemen. So, this is Rutherglen Police Station. It's actually in South Lanarkshire. It's not actually part of Glasgow. So we're going to see how we get on, and we'll take it from there. It looks shut. So somebody's just away into reception, so I don't want to bother people that are going about their business, but I'll certainly see what's what. Hey, are you alright? Yeah. Where does it say that? I didn't see that. Does it? Can you show me?
Yeah, I'll show you. It's down here. So there's a sign at the other side of the building that says police personnel only.
Other side of the building? Yeah, but I came in
That side.
through this. So I came in round the side bit though.
This segment is the turning point. The exact moment tension transforms into open conflict. The cameraman encounters officers directly, and the tone shifts instantly from observational curiosity to defensive confrontation. It begins with a request. He asks them to identify themselves. That single question acts like a trigger. The officer's response is sharp, dismissive, and authoritative. One tells him to behave yourself. That phrase is crucial. It signals dominance, not dialogue, and the cameraman reacts immediately. From an analytical perspective, this is where both sides lock into roles. The officers adopt command posture. The cameraman adopts resistance posture. Neither side backs down. He challenges their authority, reminding them he's a member of the public. The officer counters by telling him to leave. The cameraman refuses. Now the interaction has crossed the line from inquiry to dispute. What makes this moment powerful is the speed of escalation. Seconds earlier, they were strangers. Now they're adversaries. The officer warns him he could get into trouble. That statement is meant as deterrence. But instead of backing off, the cameraman doubles down, questioning what they'll do about it. That response transforms the encounter from authority versus citizen into a test of power. As a neutral observer, you can see both sides feeling justified. The officers believe they're protecting property. The cameraman believes he's exercising rights. That clash of perspectives is exactly what fuels these encounters. The tension is no longer subtle. It's verbal, direct, personal. And perhaps the most revealing moment is when the cameraman continues narrating to his audience while the officers are present. That shows he's not just participating in the encounter. He's framing it, controlling the narrative, turning the confrontation into content. By the end of this segment, the conflict hasn't exploded, but it's fully ignited. The spark has landed. The fuel is lit. The only question left is how far it will burn.
So, do you guys mind identifying yourself, please?
It's PC Patterson,
Your number, please.
Quebec 620.
And you're based here, yeah?
Aye.
Awesome. And yourself, Chief, please identify yourself, please.
off the ground, sir.
Pardon?
Get out the car park.
Who are you talking to? I'm asking you to identify yourself. Behave yourself, man.
Get out.
What do you mean, get out?
Get out.
It's not, is that the way you talk to members of the public?
Yes.
Really?
Because you're not doing
But I'm
your
being
job.
perfectly polite to you, doing what I'm told. I don't need to do what I'm told.
You asked me to show you the
I'm
sign.
a member of the
I'm gonna show you
public. I came in this way, my friend, yeah? So wind your neck in, be careful. Like, I do this all the
the sign. To
time.
me like that.
You're talking to me rude. Behave yourself, for goodness sake. You find yourself in trouble, mate. You don't know what you're getting into.
Two big signs says police personnel
Right,
only.
okay, so what about that
You want me
path
to
there?
identify myself?
Yes,
I'm
please.
Q149.
Awesome. And
PC
your name?
Smith.
Right, so
Alright.
I walked in that way,
Right.
okay? There's no signs around there, okay?
Right. I'm not here to discuss anything with you.
Right.
I've not started my shift yet.
Well, so what you
I'm
doing
just about to
harassing me
start
for?
I'm not harassing you. I'm
You're
telling you to
being
get out.
rude,
I'm telling you
okay?
to
I was
get
being
out
perfectly
the car
polite.
park, okay?
But I've got public
Just
right
stay off the
access
ground.
in here. Or what?
Stay off the ground.
Or what? Or what? What are you going to do about it? Absolute joke, ladies and gentlemen. Stay off the grounds. I'm going round to reception, yeah? So I'm on your grounds. Absolute carry on, ladies and gentlemen. These buffoonery of police officers that think they can talk to that like members of the public. As I said, ladies and gentlemen, police Scotland are a whole different breed. You know, they're just like animals in some respect, you know, like nothing more than unevolved monkeys. So it's a bit of an old place, this. So this is River Glen. It's just sort of southeast Glasgow sort of area. Just on the it's just on the sort of dividing line between Glasgow, South Lanarkshire. So it's a bit of an old station. It is open today, apparently. According to Google Maps, it is open.
This final segment shifts from confrontation to commentary, but the tension doesn't disappear. Instead, it transforms into interpretation. The cameraman moves away from the officers and immediately begins analyzing what just happened, framing the interaction for his audience. As a third-party observer, this section is psychologically fascinating. The physical conflict is over, yet the narrative battle has just begun. He labels the officer's behavior as aggressive and unreasonable, describing him as unstable and overly hostile. These descriptions aren't random. They're strategic storytelling tools. He's guiding viewers toward a conclusion about the encounter. In effect, he's shaping perception in real time. He reiterates his earlier claim that Scottish officers can be intense, reinforcing the theme introduced at the start. This creates a narrative loop. Intro claim, encounter, proof. That structure is incredibly persuasive from a media standpoint. Then comes a surprising tonal shift. He transitions into discussing a charity skydive fundraiser. At first glance, it seems unrelated, but analytically, it serves a purpose. It humanizes him. After a tense confrontation, he presents himself as someone raising money for veterans. That contrast subtly reframes his image from provocateur to public-spirited individual. It's a classic reputation-balancing technique. He speaks enthusiastically about fundraising progress, expresses gratitude to supporters, and invites suggestions for future causes. This section lowers emotional intensity while keeping viewers engaged. Instead of ending on conflict, he ends on community and purpose. From a structural standpoint, this ending is clever. Many confrontational videos finish abruptly after tension. This one resolves with controlled calm, giving the audience a sense of closure rather than chaos. By the final seconds, he signs off confidently, reaffirming his presence and his message. The confrontation may be over, but the impression remains. And that's the true climax of the video, not the argument itself, but the story built around it.
Well, I've always said it, guys, the police in Scotland are a different breed compared to like the Met, you know. It's just I always said you need to be very careful. They've got a gym in there. It's a little gym. Yeah, it's all very dreary, isn't it? Not very clean either. Filthy. Rubbish and that lying about everywhere. So as I say, I'm in the area, and so far not a great introduction to Police Scotland. This is the first location. I've sort of mapped out a few places that I'm going to be visiting, and yeah, that guy was crazy, man, absolutely crazy. So he's off his head. Off his head. So, God forbid you are a victim of crime, ladies and gentlemen, and you require the assistance from that individual, because he's got a serious chip on his shoulder, he's got an attitude problem, and then he's taken down a peg or two. So hopefully, with the aid of social media, we shall certainly highlight the issues with Police Scotland. But where I've got you guys, ladies and gentlemen, just remind you, not long left until the charity skydive for Help for Heroes, ladies and gentlemen. I am on the 21st of June doing a skydive on aid of Help for Heroes. It's a 15,000 feet jump with a 60-second free fall, reaching speeds in excess of 125 miles an hour. And I am using it as an opportunity to raise funds for Help for Heroes. The jump is fully funded. All donations go straight across to the charity, there's no middleman. GoFundMe have set a minimum donation of £5, ladies and gentlemen, and there is an admin fee applied to donations, so bear that in mind if you do feel like popping across there and giving some of your hard-earned money to a deserving charity. And yeah, I will be getting the whole thing filmed. I will be doing a video for you guys so you can all see the day. I'll probably do some live streams on the day itself while I'm waiting to go up. And yeah, we'll certainly see how it goes, you know, and we'll take it from there, you know. Hopefully it goes okay, and I'll land safely back to planet Earth. And as I said, I set a target of like £1,000. I've already exceeded £500, and I'm absolutely buzzing with that, guys. If I don't received any more donations, I'd still be really happy. It's great money for the charity to help ex-service men and women. Those veterans definitely do deserve our recognition and support when they come home from conflicts that they don't really have a choice in. It's just they're told to go there, and sometimes you come back to some very difficult situations back home. So if I have the opportunity to help them, use the channel to help them in some little way, I'll do that. But it also means that I am looking for other worthy causes, ladies and gentlemen, to do some other charity fundraising for, and use the channel to sort of give back and give you guys a certain outlet to support me by supporting other charities, because I think it's a great opportunity. So I am looking for your suggestions, ladies and gentlemen. You can get onto me at thelaughinauditor@gmail.com, or alternatively you can just leave a comment below any one of the videos. I will link in the GoFundMe in the description. You'll see it pop up on your screen, and I'll certainly try and get